you ever wondered what the greatest sins in Islam are, as described by the Prophet Muhammad? This question may have crossed your mind once or twice, and today, we're going to delve into this topic. The Prophet Muhammad, in a poignant narration, asked thrice, "Shall I not inform you of the biggest of the great sins?" The companions, eager for guidance, responded affirmatively. The Prophet then imparted a profound lesson, highlighting the gravity of two particular sins: to join partners in worship with Allah, known as shirk, and to be undutiful to one's parents. Let's unpack this a bit. Shirk, or associating partners with Allah, is considered the most egregious sin in Islam. It's a deviation from the fundamental Islamic principle of monotheism, Tawheed, which asserts the oneness of Allah. In essence, Tawheed is the bedrock of a Muslim's faith, and any compromise on this principle is viewed as a great sin. The second sin the Prophet emphasized was being undutiful to one's parents. In Islam, parents are accorded a high status, and being respectful and dutiful to them is not just a moral obligation, but a religious one as well. Disrespect or neglect towards one's parents is viewed as a serious transgression. But the Prophet didn't stop there. He sat up from his reclining position, signifying the importance of his next words. He warned against giving forged statements and bearing false witness. This underscores the significance of honesty in Islam. Falsehood in any form is strongly discouraged, and Muslims are urged to uphold truth and justice, even when it may be inconvenient. So, in essence, these teachings from the Prophet Muhammad remind us of the importance of maintaining our monotheistic belief, respecting our parents, and being honest in all our dealings. They serve as a moral compass guiding us through the complexities of life. These teachings compel us to strive for honesty, respect, and monotheism. But what else has the Prophet advised us to avoid? In addition to the great sins, are there other actions that Allah has forbidden and disliked? You might be wondering. To answer that, let's delve deeper into the teachings of the beloved Prophet. His teachings, like a lighthouse in a stormy sea, help guide us away from actions that are both forbidden and disliked. Firstly, the Prophet emphasized the importance of being dutiful to one's mother. Undutifulness to mothers is not merely frowned upon, it is forbidden. This underlines the high regard for mothers in Islam, stressing the importance of treating them with kindness, respect, and love. Moving on, the Prophet also warned against withholding what should be given and demanding what is not deserved. This teaching encourages fairness, generosity, and justice in our interactions with others. It's a clear directive against selfishness and greed, urging us towards a community that thrives on mutual respect and compassion. The prohibition against burying daughters alive may seem archaic to some, but it's a stark reminder of the value of every life, especially those of our daughters. It's a call against gender-based violence and discrimination, emphasizing the sanctity of life and the importance of treating all with dignity and respect. But that's not all. The Prophet also highlighted actions that Allah dislikes. Among these are excessive gossip, asking too many religious questions, and wasting property. These actions, while not forbidden, are discouraged. They distract us from the path of righteousness and can lead us astray. Excessive gossip can breed mistrust and discord, while asking too many religious questions can lead to confusion and doubt. Wasting property, on the other hand, is a disregard for the blessings we've been given, and can foster a culture of wastefulness and excess. The Prophet's teachings provide us with a roadmap to live a virtuous life. But how can we implement these teachings in our daily lives? Well, stay tuned as we delve into that in the next part of our discussion. So how can we apply the teachings of the Prophet in our everyday lives? Good question. It's all about making conscious choices. To avoid the greatest sins, we foster a strong relationship with Allah, worshiping Him alone, without partners. It's about respect and care for our parents, honoring them as the Prophet taught us. Being truthful is a fundamental principle. Let's steer clear from giving forged statements and false witness. It's about authenticity and honesty in our words and actions. And let's not forget the importance of managing our resources wisely. We're encouraged to avoid wastefulness, to be generous yet prudent with what we have. We're also guided to be mindful of our conversations, steering clear from unnecessary talk about others, and to be cautious about asking too many questions. By understanding and implementing the teachings of the Prophet, we can strive to live a life pleasing to Allah